Hello Katowice, hello Intel Extreme Master!
They're amazing.
Yeah, indeed.
They really are amazing.
So, time to move a bit further in our bracket. Semifinals time.
We've only got 4 players left here.
Serious business.
One of them is not Korean, 3 of them are Korean. Very, very difficult. Parting is a big favorite here. Our Korean translator is already very, very happy.
Okay, so should we invite players to the stage?
Yes, I think so, but we shouldn't do it, the audience should do it.
Good idea.
So guys, I'm going to talk to you in English. I know most of you are Polish, but he comes from Korea. He plays for team IEM. He is...
I didn't hear them.
I didn't hear them. Wychodzi na mecz kto? Kto? Kto?
Please welcome first. What about his opponent? Do you know him? So what his name is? Who? Who? Socke! They know everything.
And they love Socke as well.
Michał, you do the first question then.
Okay, question for first. Does he know much about Socke and has he studied any of the build orders or anything?
잘 아는지 그리고 뭐 서클 리플 보면서 준비해놓은 거 있는지.
소케 선수랑 만날 줄 몰라갖고 별로 준비한 건 없고 그냥 자신감으로 하려고요.
Well, he never expected to meet Socke in the semifinals, so he didn't actually prepare for him something specific, but with his confidence, he's gonna make it.
Bravo! Socke, you are the last non-Korean standing. Do you feel the pressure, or you are confident, calm, and you know you can take him down?
Well, I feel the pressure. I'm confident and I'm calm. Yeah, I just hope I can win. Yesterday's match was already very tough. Hope it's a bit easier maybe today, but I don't believe so. So yeah.
Okay, you heard him.
So, one more question for first. Socke seems to have a little bit more fans in the audience, although the audience is trying to be as fair as possible. What does he have to say to the audience to maybe gain their favor?
지금 여기 있는 사람들 중에서 팬들 아마 너보다 더 많은 것 같은데 너 이분들한테 뭐 말하고 싶은 거 있는지 너한테 운영해준
제가 소케 선수 이길 거니까 저한테 더 응원 많이 해주셨으면 좋겠다고.
Well, he's gonna beat Socke, so they should better cheer for him.
Bravo! Okay guys, are you ready? Good luck, have fun, shake your hands and may the best win. Incredible players.
And an incredible audience, I have to say.
Exactly. Okay, then we are giving it back to our experts.
In the semi-finals of the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice, PvP, Ultimate Attack Socke, IEM first. I am really nervous. I really would like to see a non-Korean go all the way to the finals. I think that'd be great. It'd be great for the fans here and at home. How do you think this is going to play out?
Well, first and Socke both have had a very strong showing so far, and they 5-0 their group, both of them. So this is definitely titans facing off each other here in this match. And to be honest, Socke has been more on the unpredictable side of things so far. Like, it's been very hard to predict what he's gonna do. But for the most part, he's been playing very aggressively, I feel, but calculated aggression. And as far as first goes, he plays very versatile, but as well very calculated, and he reads the game very well. I talked a little bit with Socke yesterday, but he did not seem to want to reveal too much exactly what he was going to do. So no insider scoop here. QXC, any thoughts?
I don't know much about PvP. I think that they're both going to make gateways and warp gates, and then probably Blink and Colossus.
You know what? On Cloud Kingdom, there's a very good chance we might see Blink here. It really depends. First, he's a very good Phoenix player PvP, and earlier when I said that he's very good late game, I meant especially versus Zerg and versus Protoss. In my opinion.
We kind of saw that late game Protoss composition. It's like 10 Colossus, some number of Archons.
And Immortals.
Yeah,
you need a lot of Immortals.
Like 5 or 6 Immortals?
If you can get more than that, you should, but then again, it's like the very, very late game.
Yeah.
At this point.
And then from there, are you dumping the rest of your supply into Zealots? Or do you kind of, would you rather
You want as little Zealots as possible. Like the ideal death ball is like 10 Colossus, 10 Immortals, and only Archons, 0 Zealots. If you can get that, no army will beat you. Well, maybe Masquerades, but you know, like if somebody switch, you will die before. So.
Right. So you were mentioning Phoenixes, but there's only really certain maps that kind of favor Phoenixes. I remember you talking about that the other day. A map like in Tome Valley, pretty good for Phoenixes because Blink play is very difficult on that map.
That's true, but first he has very refined builds, and if he goes for Phoenix, 2 gates into Robo on Cloud Kingdom, and Socke goes for like 3 gates and Observer and Blink, I think first could actually hold and then be in a good position because he's very good. When he opens Phoenix and he plays against Blink, I remember this one ladder game I played against first, and he basically went into double Robo. He chrono boosted a couple Immortals as quick as he could, and then he attacked, and I only had Blink Stalkers. It wasn't pretty.
Phoenix Immortal as a composition to deal with Blink Stalkers.
No.
Or does he just stop the Phoenixes right away?
Yeah, the thing is when you go into Phoenix, if you see that your opponent will always go into Blink Stalkers if you open Robo, and then you can just do a timing with Immortals sometimes, depending on the map. But it was actually on Cloud Kingdom that I played first and he went Phoenix, so it was a very long time ago, but it's just interesting to note that he can play Phoenix very well, and I'm curious to see on which maps he chooses to use it, if at all.
Yeah.
All right, well the players are in the game. The map is Cloud Kingdom. Get your popcorn ready. Everybody else is ready. Let's go.
Let's do this, Caldor. It is time for the first semi-final of the day. I hope you guys out there are ready. I know we're ready here, especially you, Caldor.
We definitely are. And I actually read on Twitter that you are German today.
Today, I am German.
Ich freue mich wirklich, dass wir noch einen zweiten Deutschen mit haben, der mit mir zusammen casten, weil alleine wäre es, glaube ich, ein bisschen langweilig geworden.
Achtung, sehr gut. Let's go, Caldor.
Let's go and do this. Starting off to the bottom left of the map, the Korean Protoss player in this semi-final. It is LGIM first. First with a great PvP, but he's up against a very unpredictable player. To the top right of the map, the European, the German Protoss. It is Socke! Let's see if he can beat his 3rd Korean at this tournament. He's already beaten 2. Earlier on, he did beat Yoda. He did beat Juk2 as well. And already in this game, this is how Socke is attempting it. Socke with the proxy gates. He talked about it early, but first with the spider sensors tingling, but they don't tingle enough. Doesn't scout it, and for Socke, this position, of course, is brilliant. He wanted to start this best of 5 with a bang, and he talked to Grubby a lot about how he's going to execute this pressure. Always opting to pressure down the pylons of his opponent and trying to make sure that first has to engage, has to fight against this. And right now, everything is working well. No scouting information for first. Socke with his opening. Will it gonna be the right choice? He does have a pylon on the edge of his base though. It may see the Zealots coming because Socke doesn't know if there is obviously a pylon there. It may give first a bit of a heads up, but is first gonna be greedy? Is he gonna go second gas before units here? Is he gonna get a Zealot? He's getting a Zealot, so that is pretty good for him. He is gonna send out another probe, but that is not to scout proxies, that is going towards the main base of Socke. As you said, Socke's prepared mentally, all his builds, his strategy, along with Grubby, and now let's see if it's gonna work. and he is trying to dodge the vision of the pilot, but he's moving in right now. He has 3 zealots already moving into his opponent's base. The gas cancel for first right away. His own cybernetics quest done. He can start with the Stalker, but there's only 1 pilot powering it. First reacted with the second pilot, but here comes Socke.
Here comes Socke. Can he do it with this proxy gateway? More zealots are going to be waypointed over here. First zealot shields do go down. The pilot almost off. Is he going to get the Stalker down? The Stalker is not coming out. For now, it will be delayed, but so many probes are going down at this moment.
3 zealots against 1. The Stalker is finally out, and now he can start to kite his opponent. Socke is still going for his zealot production, 2 zealots at a time, and so many probes, as Paul mentioned, are already dead for the LG IEM player. He's down to 10. Socke has 9 on his own, but now suddenly those zealots are gone. Socke doesn't have any units anymore.
That's right, and there's going to be 2 stalkers out, and they can kite these zealots all day long. So let's find out how Socke's going to do this. He's killed a lot of probes. He's done a lot of damage in terms of economy, but he doesn't have the tech. He's still 2 probes behind.
He doesn't have a cybernetics core. He doesn't have anything in his own main base. His economy is worse, and first now with those stalkers is kiting Socke's melee units 6 days to Sunday. He is taking them out one by one, and Socke is trying to salvage what there's to salvage. He's going into Forge. He wants to get cannons in his main base to buy himself some time.
He wants to buy himself some time here. One thing to note though, the cybernetics core is not powered, so Warpgate research is not going. So that's going to help Socke a little bit, but as you said, he's trying to get a Forge. He's going to hide 2 zealots and try to get in the mineral line while defending back at home with cannons. That's how he's going to try and pull this off.
And this is really, really good for him, but we have another zealot to the top right. First was able to sneak 1 past Socke's defense, and now suddenly the German Protoss player has to defend. He has to fight with his probes. He's not microing them as he's attacking at the bottom left, and he lost so many harvesters. We are now 9 to 15 probes in this game in favor of first.
Ooh, 1 zealot does escape out there, but the gateway is powered off. And it looks like Socke down 10 supply here is having a bit of a hard time.
Yeah, he definitely does. He's trying to take down more harvesters, but he won't be able to close the gap. 9 to 16, and there it is. The GG as the gamble of the German Protoss doesn't plan out game number 1.
And well, a very, very aggressive play there from Socke. Obviously pre-planned. Socke is sitting on stage. Behind him is Grubby, looking to give him advice, looking to push him in the right direction, because now he starts this best of 5 series, this best of 5 semi-final with a 0-1 deficit.
This is not how he wanted to start it. He wanted just to surprise opponent early on, and at the beginning, you know, everything went quite well. The scout did not see it, so now Grubby and Socke just talking about game number 1, trying to find a strategy for the second map.
That's right, and well, Socke's got a plenty load of experience. He's been a very consistent player throughout 2012, but he hasn't banked a high-scoring tournament run in a long time. He had a massive 3rd place at MLG in 2010. He had a 4th place finish in IEM Cologne 2011. Throughout all of 2012, very consistent. Top 32, top 16, a quarterfinal here or there, but he's never been this far in a tournament for a very long time. He's in the semi-final, and if he beats this guy on screen, he's going to his first StarCraft 2 major final.
And that's exactly where he wants to be, but his opponent is in the lead. A strong mirror match player we have first now with game 1 win, and we are heading back to the analysis desk. We're going to find out what especially Todd has to say about the PvP, also QXG and Jared, of course, with their own opinions on the first game.
I said it would be fast and furious. It was fast, faster than I thought.
Yeah.
Socke drops it, proxy gates, first defends. Is there much to talk about?
First made it pretty easy. Made it look pretty easy. Even though that first pylon did go down, he was able to get that stalker out relatively quickly. He lost some probes, but it wasn't really a big deal. Once the defending Protoss player is able to get 1 or 2 stalkers out, defending that 2 gate becomes much easier.
Yeah, basically, we can jump into the replay here, so I can start explaining. First, he scouts for the proxies inside of his base, and there, behind the mineral line at his expansion. And then he stops here, because he does not have to go further. If there is a proxy here, like there is now, this is too far to actually work. If first goes for Zealot followed by Stalker, just because the Zealots will take such a long time to reach the base of first, and he's going to be able to chrono boost 2 Stalkers, and then he can just hold with the help of the probes. Once you have 2 or 3 Stalkers, there is no amount of Zealots that you cannot stop. You can just keep on shooting them and then pulling back every time. So he scouts up to here and no further just because he does not need to. So after that, Socke, he waits until he has a couple Zealots. And first, it was fortunate for him that he went for Zealots. Hadn't he gone for Zealots, for first Zealot, I mean, it would have been so hard for him to hold this.
Like if he had gone for a double gateway, 3 Stalker kind of play, where he skipped the first Zealot.
Exactly. Yeah. And now he throws down this pylon. This is my pylon, by the way. You probably saw this on my stream. But seriously, I always do this pylon. And Socke here, Chrono Boost his Zealots. He wants to do as much damage. The first 3 Zealots basically almost always decide the outcome of the game. And first, will be able to spot those Zealots here very early on. He immediately has the right reflex. He cancels the gas.
Cancels the gas and puts down a second pylon.
Yes, because you can anticipate the other Protoss is going to target this one. So this arrives very quickly, 345. But had the gates been inside and first wouldn't have scouted it, he would have probably died. Or he would have had to go for a forge. But since the gates were outside, this changes everything. So he actually could have done a better job. I feel like he needed to pull more probes to really try to get a surround on those Zealots here, since he had the one Zealot in support, and he really needed to get that first Stalker out very quickly here. I thought that he was in trouble here after he lost that first pylon, and you know, the gate being chrono boosted, not being powered here might have been a very big deal as well. But you know what? First, he lost a lot of probes, but he was still ahead on walkers after this with 10 probes to 9, and just beautiful hole here by him.
Even if he got down to like 5 probes, if he's able to get out 2 or 3 Stalkers, is that still okay? Is he still able to? Because he shouldn't take much more damage from the Zealots at that point because of the kiting.
Yes, and actually Socke made a beautiful move here. I'm gonna just show it briefly. He sent those Zealots. Socke, he actually didn't know there was a pylon here, but see, he's anticipating it, and he thinks maybe there's gonna be units around here. So now he goes around, and first barely does not see him. Socke able to counter-attack with those Zealots, but first, with 2 good reflexes here, first having sent his Zealot with, oh my god, so many kills. Socke going down to 9 probes to the 15 of first. Like, this is the best possible hold like you can go for here, and Socke, he went for the ballsy move here with the proxy, but he has to realize he did not do this in a way that could work against standard play from first. I feel like Socke, he kind of gambled here. He was maybe expecting a greedy build out of first. And first, he's very confident. So he just has to play standard and then from there try to outplay Socke. He does not have to try to gamble if he feels confident. When you feel good against somebody, you just have to play a pretty standard game and try to make some good moves, outsmart him along the way. You do not need to try to get some kind of build order win or something like that. And that's exactly what happened here. First, just basically playing standard and outplaying Socke in this defense. So our next map is going to be Tomb Valley. Interesting map. Not much space to maneuver with Blink.
Do you think we'll see Phoenixes here from first?
Yeah, there is a very good chance. And from Socke as well, there is a good chance we might see Phoenixes. If you see Phoenix versus Phoenix, I'm going to be so happy.
I really hope we do see Phoenix versus Phoenix, because I do remember you telling me how those games, they sound really interesting and really different compared to the usual PvP.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say something else. I was afraid for a second.
Well, the players are in the game. It's loading. The map is in Tomb Valley. Our casters are ready. Let's watch and see what happens.
And we are so ready for game number 2 in Tomb Valley. Now Protoss versus Protoss. First is facing Socke, and he's already ahead with the 1-0. The German player gambling a little bit on game number 1, trying to hoping that first would go for a greedy build, but he did not. He got the Zealot out there, was able to defend, and now Socke is facing his opponent on the second map.